All right. So thank you so much for being here and being here on time. We are going to kickstart immediately without wasting time. Um, I beg everybody should take. All right. So welcome back. It's been an amazing time. Since yesterday when we started, it's been something else. The lessons that was learned yesterday, I want to also reiterate that it's going to be consolidated by actions, by any action, we begin to take on them. That's what will consolidate it. I will always say that action is the real thing, all right? Of course, knowledge is cheap. Can get knowledge anywhere on Google, on YouTube, anywhere you can get knowledge. You can get information that will make you a multi-millionaire anywhere, even without paying. But action is the real thing. Action is not cheap. If it is cheap, everybody will be taking action. So I want to encourage us to take actions on what we learned yesterday and what we learned today. That's the major reason why I had to give an assignment. All right. But I don't know how many people who have done that. That being said, I want to recap what we did yesterday. We spoke about different things as regards raising fund or funding your business or raising capital. All right, we spoke about different things. And then one of them is what we call bootstrapping. We also spoke about crowdfunding, how you can be able to get capital or funding from a lot of people, right? Bootstrapping simply means that you personally fund your business without external finance or little external finance, all right? When we talk about crowdfunding, getting money from a lot of people to be able to fund your business or your dream. Of course, we have a lot of business models, a lot of businesses that use that business model. And of course, some of them failed actually. If you look at history in the business world, especially in Nigeria, if you're a social media person, uh, the businesses that did that and did it so vocal and was so vocal and so public about it, of course, they were those businesses that had to also sustain their hype realities with lifestyle, all right? And I think lifestyle eats deep um, into people's money, and then some of them encountered policy issues, and then of course, like their lifestyle in the public was so detrimental to the businesses. So when you are doing crowdfunding, you must be very careful about it and be very meticulous, like frugal business. Business requires frugality, all right? So it's important that you put that in perspective if you're doing crowdfunding. And then we also spoke about credits, using credits to start your business, either from the client's aspect or from the supplier's aspect. You can use credit to the supplier's credit by buying things and selling before paying up, all right? Or the client credit by collecting money ahead of your production and using their money to fund your delivery to them, all right? So that is what we spoke about yesterday. about credits. And then we spoke about low or no interest rates loans or investment, where you get money from your family, your friends, and people around you that you are not necessarily paying interest, all right? Or people who also want to invest in you or in your business idea, but are not necessarily paying interest. That is basically a way of funding your business too. And then our resource person yesterday dealt so well on grants and how you can be able to position your grant. Before I get to what he said yesterday, I would also like to reiterate three things that I said during my session. I said that business requires relationship, integrity, and proper positioning. Relationships, integrity, and proper positioning. When we talked about credits, when we talked about suppliers and creditors and the client credits, when we talked about low interest rate or no interest rate loans and investment, all these things will be facilitated because of your integrity and the relationships you've built. In fact, for your business to progress, you must have a high quotient of relationship. Okay, I think there's a term for that. All right, you must be high in relationship, and you must be high in integrity. That is the only thing that will make your business succeed. Yes, you are just building on sand, right? Instead of building on a good space, you are building on a beveled sand that is going to fall. In fact, you are building without foundation. If you don't have integrity and you are not very meticulous or particular about building businesses, building relationships that will help your business grow, right? So proper positioning, even our guest speaker yesterday spoke severally on positioning yourself, especially using the social media. All right. You must be out there. You must put yourself out there for people to see you. All right. There's a saying that if you don't scream, I am here, nobody will know you are there. So you keep screaming, I am here, I am here, I am here, I am here. Even when people are not even buying to it, even when people are not purchasing, even when people are not taking you serious. There's a biblical analogy of a blind Bartimaeus who was calling on Jesus, who was saying, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, come on, I am here, oh, come and heal me. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, have mercy on me, I am here. And people were shutting him up. People were saying, shut up, shut up. Jesus is too busy. He has not attended to the people, to the VIPs. Is now new that he will attend to. But the man kept screaming that, come on, I am here, come and attend to me. And Jesus attended to him. That is a business strategy, it's a business secret that until you are vocal enough for people to hear you, they might not patronize you, they might not come to you. All right. So what makes them come to you is when you are consistent in screaming and shouting and talking about what you are doing. All right. Now, it might be like empty noise at the beginning when there's nothing dropping, when there's no progress. It seems that there's no progress. But your consistency imprints your name and the name of your brand and product on people, in the minds of people. And when it does that, when there's a need for that particular thing that you are looking for, they are going to come straight to you, right? Now, people are not patronizing you, might be because of different reasons. It might be because they are seeing what you are doing, but they don't have a need for it. It might be because they are seeing what you are doing, and there's somebody there who is still serving them well, all right? The moment that person missteps, you become the next option, all right? But you must be consistent, because if they keep seeing you, and at a point, they are no longer seeing you, it means that maybe you have gone on holiday and you are not going to be the next option. There is another person there who is also consistent, doing the same thing you are doing. and that person becomes their next option, right? So you must position yourself. You must invest in learning how you can be able to come out fine on the social media. That is what is trending now, the media, the new media, all right? We don't know what is going to come up in the nearest future, but the new media is what is trending now. And that is the best way that will make you visible. The best way to become visible is the new media. And there are different versions of the new media that you could also think about exploring and learning how to use them, learning how to position yourself. It's obvious, it's very pathetic that some businesses do not have common Facebook page. And the ones that have Facebook page, you go there and they posted last 3 years ago. And they are even proud to refer people to the page. And they posted last 3 years ago, 2 months, 4 months ago. They are not posting consistently. There's no activity. All right. Your ability to generate activities and keep updating your media, it's what we'll call visibility, showing up, showing up, showing up. All right. And then in positioning yourself, you must also think about outgrowing the organic way, organic means of growth. I posted on my Facebook some days ago, I said, if native doctors are no longer depending on organic growth for them to grow, why would you, as a business person, keep depending on growing only organically, all right? So you need to pay money and get your stuff out there. You need to pay money and get your stuff out there. Now, when we say you need to pay money and get your stores out there, doesn't mean that the first money you pay that you're going to get all the results that is required, all right? No, you are not going to get all the results that is required. Of course, this particular session now, this particular program went all up on all the media. On Instagram, it was advertised on Instagram, Facebook, on messengers, and several other places. All right, but I didn't get the result. In fact, it was only one person who registered from all the ads. Now, am I going to stop here and not advertise the next program? No, as much as we are getting close to the next program, it goes up again, all right? Because we need to keep our face up there. We need to keep showing up. Even people who are not buying, at least we got about 30,000 impressions. Those people did not buy, but tomorrow they will see another of our program, all right? And that is also applicable in even when you don't have money to grow inorganic, right? Even when you don't have the finances or the funding to do that, just keep showing up on your WhatsApp status, keep showing up on your Facebook status. And when you're doing this, there's also another part that we have already spoken. There must be integrity in what you are doing, all right? If you package rubbish and keep showing up with rubbish that you have packaged, people will run you down with reviews. And when they run you down with reviews, you're going to go back to your father's house, all right? You're going to go back to the village, all right? So that is it. So our resource person yesterday spoke deeply about grant applications, how you can source grants. He gave platforms where you can actually go and check out those grant opportunities. He gave platforms where we can go and check. He gave instances of how he won, and we even answered questions, grant questions that he answered that led to his winning of those grants and all that. So we're going to make available the videos within this week. Okay, today is Monday, yes. Within this week, these videos are going to be available, but it's going to be private and it's going to be accessible to only the people at the Bold Money Entrepreneurs Network and the people at the business funding workshop group, all right? And then as time goes on, maybe in 8 months' time or 6 months' time, we can make it public for others to also enjoy. But for now, I want us to get results as individuals who are paid to be in this training, why we get, before we get it all out, all right? So, and I want to believe, I've spoken at the beginning about action. I want to believe that we are having action steps. One of my mentors said, don't take notes, take actions, right? Become an action taker. Become an action taker. There's nothing in this world that will There's nothing in this world. There's nothing in this world that will come to you until you take the action that is required for that. All right. So you must be an action taker. All right. Without wasting time, I am going to introduce resource person for today, who is already here. He was here even before me. All right. So we're going to introduce him, and he's going to take up from here without wasting time. All right. So Mr. Emmanuel Chisom is a techpreneur, a clean energy enthusiast, and a social impact strategist. His passion lies in building businesses that leverage technology to enhance the quality of people's life. He's the co-founder of Green Creation Energy Limited, Orili Foods, and Care Right Services. In building his business, he has mastered the art of pitching and has gone ahead to raise thousands of dollars in grants and equity funding. He holds a strong focus on leadership and personal development, as evidenced by his participation in esteemed leadership development programs. Emmanuel is a fellow of the UCLDA, a fellow of STFC Young Professional Program, an alumnus of the yearly Emerging Leaders Program, West Africa, and a graduate of Leadership Larry, UK. Please, with a bold money calling applause and a standing ovation, let us make welcome our resource person for today, Mr. Emmanuel Chisom Eze.
All right, thank you so much, Chiedozie. Thank you so much. I don't know if you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, just give me like a feedback so that